I love taking pictures of food on my phone. You know those people at restaurants who have a plate of food in front of them, but they gotta snap a couple quick pics as it's getting cold? That's me. I'm a total millennial. I love being plugged in, and my phone is basically another limb at this point. When I go to the library, I can say with absolute certainty that 50% of my time is spent on Facebook. When I go to the bathroom, obviously I have to bring my phone to read a couple BuzzFeed articles. What I'm trying to say is that my face is always buried in my phone, and it was definitely buried in my phone this past summer in Argentina. So let me set the scene. It was my second day of work, and I was heading back home on the public transit system. The bus ride is normally around 45 minutes and passes by some beautiful scenic views and through the hustle and bustle of the downtown plaza. But as I approached my stop, I took out my phone to double check where I was using its GPS feature. I walked down the bus aisle, and as I descended the stairs, someone took my phone out of my hands. In the moment, I didn't fully comprehend what had just happened until I was off the steps and on the sidewalk. And I was in complete disbelief and shock, thinking to myself, no, there's no way that just happened to me. But as I started to frantically check all my pockets and pat myself down, I turned around, the bus doors closed, it started to drive away, and my phone was gone. Now, I'm normally a pretty shy person, and I don't like asking other people for help or approaching strangers on the street, especially in a foreign country. But in the moment, I had no other choice. Luckily, I had a paper map with me, and I approached an elderly woman on the sidewalk. My Spanish at the time wasn't too great, and I was a scared, nervous mess, fumbling over my words. I asked her how to get home. She pointed me in the right direction, and I walked home. The first thing my parents tried to do was send me an old phone back from home. Unfortunately, in Argentina, it's basically impossible to get any mail or packages from abroad. People go through your things and take your stuff, especially something like an iPhone. So that didn't work out. And I was forced to come to terms with the fact that I would be living off the grid for 8 weeks in Argentina. I was very upset. I was upset because this source of convenience, this tool that I had become so accustomed to, this object that I firmly believed was an essential in my life, was taken away from me. It was a camera, a translator, a GPS, a form of communication to contact my parents and friends back home. And it was gone. And it definitely resulted in a lot of uncomfortable moments. On the streets, I constantly had to ask people for help and directions, and I'm sure they were annoyed with me because I was definitely annoyed with myself. At my workplace, which was a youth education organization, I constantly had to ask the kids to explain what certain phrases and words meant, and they loved laughing at me and making fun of me, and I was embarrassed a lot. But these uncomfortable and embarrassing moments became positive moments. At work, even though the kids were laughing at me, I definitely felt like it brought us closer together, and I was able to form some really special friendships with them. My Spanish speaking abilities and comprehension skills improved that much more quickly because I was deprived of my crutch. I was in a situation where I had to interact with the local people, and I had to immerse myself in this new environment and in these new surroundings, and it was amazing. I came to DukeEngage to engage, and I was never fully engaged until something that I thought was vital to my existence was taken away.